Hello everyone, this is Andrew Jones, and I'm the president of the Kennesaw State University Pre-Medical Chapter of the American Medical Student Association, also known as KSU AMSA. We are here to provide you with everything you need to get to the next level. Whether you're working towards an education in medicine, physician assistant, physical therapy, nursing, dentistry, or any other allied health science postgraduate program, KSU AMSA is the place for you. This presentation is designed to give you a brief overview of who we are and what we do. AMSA USA was founded in 1950 as the Student American Medical Association. During the 1960s, there were many social issues that divided the nation, such as the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and the Medicare and Medicaid policies of President Johnson. So in 1967, the Student American Medical Association cut ties with the AMA and formed the American Medical Student Association, or AMSA. Since then, AMSA has represented the voice of medical students in the United States to influence legislation surrounding medical education, student loan financing, restrictions on resident work hours, and other critical issues. AMSA has also sought to advocate for our future patients on issues such as global health and HIV/AIDS. I'd like to briefly share a couple of opportunities presented by National AMSA. The first is AMSA Academy. AMSA Institutes are 3 to 5 day seminars in cities like Philadelphia and Seattle, where students are able to learn and interact with fellow pre-meds, med students, and instructors. Here are a few examples of AMSA Institutes, and we will all be working hard in the fall to get some fundraising off the ground so that we can send some of our members on these trips to represent KSU. The AMSA Scholars Program is a distance learning opportunity lasting 1 year where students are paired with mentors to facilitate learning. This is all done online, so it's a little bit more accessible than the institutes. Participation fee is typically around $30, and sometimes there's an additional fee if you have to purchase a textbook or something like that. Here are some examples of the topics covered in the AMSA Scholars Program. As you can see, there's a pretty broad range of topics covered, everything from public health to cultural sensitivity. The Empowering Future Physicians Conference will be held in 3 locations this year: Nova Southeastern University in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the University of Texas San Antonio School of Medicine in San Antonio, Texas, and the Feinberg School of Medicine at Northwestern University in Chicago, Illinois. Now, these are some really exciting opportunities that are held the last 3 weekends in October, and I'm very optimistic that we can get some fundraising to send some of our members to this as well. Last but not least is the AMSA Annual Convention and Exposition in Washington, D.C. This event takes place in March and is the largest annual convention for national AMSA members. In the past, students have gathered to march on Capitol Hill and voice concerns on issues relevant to students. Many people who have attended this have described it as a life-changing experience. Again, thorough fundraising in the fall will help us send some of our members to DC in March. So, what do we do here at KSU? Well, as I said before, fundraising. Effective fundraising will be critical to our success this year, and I'm optimistic that we will be able to get this done. Volunteering. Volunteering is a necessary component no matter what type of program you're applying to. We are here to help you to get involved with volunteering, and I'll get into some specific opportunities in a later slide. Shadowing goes hand in hand with volunteering. These are just 2 aspects of your application that will make or break you, and we're here to help you with that. All of our executive board members have extensive shadowing experience, and we're working right now to build some solid partnerships with hospitals and clinics that provide these opportunities. Study groups. We'll provide course-specific study groups to ensure the academic success of our members. And this also kind of leads into tutoring and MCAT prep. We have many senior members who have already gone through their general science courses, biology, chemistry, organic chemistry, and physics, and have performed very well in these courses. So we will be here to help the younger students with the same coursework and that sometimes present barriers to academic success. In addition to coursework, we will be providing some MCAT prep, and if there's any other standardized tests that members need to review for, then we will work to make that happen as well. Application and personal statement workshops. Applications can be very daunting and confusing, and that's why we'll be putting on workshops for the various application processes. I spent roughly 60 hours on my application this year, and part of that time was just trying to figure it out. Personal statements are also a very important component of the application process, and it can often be difficult to write about yourself, so we'll also be putting on clinics for that. Medical school tours and speakers. Every year we bring in admissions representatives from various schools to present to our group, and we also facilitate campus tours. This helps our members to get acclimated with different schools, and oftentimes they get to meet people who can help them during the admissions process. Advocacy is really the framework of our views on specific health-related issues. This means that we will be educated members of the healthcare community, and we will all help each other to this end. And finally, support system and mentoring. KSU AMSA is all about mentoring. This means that the older members in this group, some of whom are applying to schools right now, are here to help the younger students. Whether it's academic support in the form of tutoring, or emotional support just by being a friend who can listen and share some wisdom, this is really the essence of what KSU AMSA is all about. We want to have a community of members who help one another achieve similar goals, and also have some fun along the way. These are some specific volunteering opportunities that we are involved with, and there are links to all of these on the websites that I'll give you at the end. You'll probably recognize some of these, like Red Cross and Good Samaritan, and there may be some that you are not as familiar with, but please feel free to contact me for more information about these opportunities. As far as advocacy goes, the AIDS epidemic is one of the issues that we are most involved with. Every year we participate in AIDS Walk Atlanta, and this year we're going to be having a competition to see who can raise the most money for the cause. AMSA members will be competing for a prize that will go to the top earner for our organization, and anyone who earns over $100 will get an AIDS Walk Atlanta t-shirt. This event takes place in October. Following that, World AIDS Day is another event that we'll be planning this semester, and this takes place on December 1st. So what committees are available to join or lead? Well, there are 6 committees: fundraising and events, volunteer and shadowing, academics, medical school tours and speakers, public relations, and health issues and advocacy. 2 committee directors for each committee will be appointed by the executive board, and if this is something that you're interested in, I would encourage you to check out the application for director's board that's available on the KSU AMSA Facebook page under Files. There's a description of each one of these committees on the KSU AMSA webpage at the end of this presentation as well. And finally, the most important element of our group is you. What do you want to see out of KSU AMSA? Essentially, we are here to help you, and if there's anything that you need from us, we will be here to help you with it. If there are any ideas or opinions that you want to express, we are an open group with an open forum for discussion. So, sign me up. Okay, there are 2 options for membership in KSU AMSA. The first is that you can join National AMSA. The cost of this is a one-time fee of $75 for up to 5 years of undergraduate membership, meaning that if you join as a freshman, you will be covered for the next 5 years or until graduation. Now, this option has no restriction for the member, and this will be a requirement of freshman and sophomore students who are pre-med, meaning they are aspiring to attend medical school specifically. Non-pre-med members are also welcome to join the national chapter, though it will not be required of them. If you choose the first option, you will pay local dues of only $15 yearly. And this leads us into option 2. You may join the local KSU chapter only. Now, with this option, you will have full access to all of the activities of KSU AMSA. However, you will not be able to claim AMSA on any application or resume. This is simply because if you put AMSA on an application or resume without being a national member, you run the risk of your school of choice checking into your application and National AMSA telling them that you're not really a member. As you can imagine, this would probably not look good, so this is essentially a safeguard for you. Though you cannot claim AMSA specifically, you will be able to claim any individual events or activities that you participate in through our organization. This includes volunteering, shadowing, or any other events. Also with this option, you cannot run for office, but you will get a vote. You will still receive a chapter t-shirt and food at all meetings. Dues for this option will be $40 a year, and this option is available to junior or senior pre-med students and anyone who is not specifically pre-med. So that's it, and here are some of our links to things like National AMSA, our Facebook page, Twitter account, and the KSU AMSA website. Thank you for your time and interest in KSU AMSA, and on behalf of myself and the Executive Board, we look forward to helping you take a major step in your journey.